The house echoed with an unsettling silence. Since Mom passed, it felt like life had drained out of these walls. The only sound was the rhythmic drip of a leaky faucet, a constant reminder of the emptiness. Today, of all days, the silence felt oppressive. It was Father's Day, and the weight of his absence pressed down on me like a physical burden. On the dusty coffee table, amidst the remains of a half-eaten breakfast, sat an old phone I hadn't seen in years. Mom's phone. It was unplugged, yet the red message light blinked accusingly. An unsettling feeling gnawed at me. Hesitantly, I picked up the receiver. A crackle of static, then a voice. Dad's voice, raspy and distorted, filled the silence. He spoke, but the words were garbled, a jumble of static and whispers I couldn't decipher. Then, a chilling clarity.
Don't trust the silence.
He rasped, his voice heavy with urgency.
It hides things.
The line went dead. The phone felt searing hot in my hand. The red message light extinguished. I slammed the receiver down, my breath coming in ragged gasps. The silence returned, but it felt different now, charged with an unseen menace. Shadows flickered in the corners of the room, taking on unsettling shapes that danced just out of sight. Dad's cryptic message echoed in my mind. What silence? What things did it hide? A cold dread snaked its way up my spine, coiling in my chest. Panic seized me. I ran towards the bookshelf, my eyes scanning the rows of forgotten books. There, tucked in the back, was a book I hadn't seen before. Its cover was warped and discolored, marred by a single crimson stain. I flipped it open, the yellowed pages filled with strange symbols and diagrams. On the first page, scrawled in Dad's handwriting, was a single chilling sentence. The ritual is complete. It hungers for silence. My blood ran cold. What ritual? What hungered for silence? At that moment, I understood. The silence wasn't empty. It was a cage, trapping something monstrous, something Dad had tried to keep at bay. And with my call, I might have just broken it free. A faint, rhythmic thumping echoed from the basement, a sound that hadn't been there before. The silence, once oppressive, had been shattered, replaced by something far more terrifying. I backed away from the bookshelf, the phone clutched in my trembling hand. The drip, drip, drip of the leaky faucet seemed to mock me, a metronome counting down to something unspeakable. I didn't know what awaited me in the basement, but in the broken silence of the house, I knew this. Dad had failed. And now, it was my turn to face whatever horrors lurked in the dark.